everyone, this is Sandy Reese with StampItCrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thanks for joining me for another video tutorial. Today we're doing another bonus project using the Happier Than Happy stamp set, dies, and the Happy Forest Friends. Oh no, we're not using designer paper today. We're going to do something else. But we are using the Happier Than Happy bundle. And we're going to do a welcome card. This sentiment I like to use for babies, but this could be welcome to the neighborhood. It could be congratulations on your new home. It could be a lot of different things. So we're going to do a fun welcome card today. Just don't forget that if you make an online purchase through my online store using the host code provided below, I will send you a set of the card class projects from Thursday. The order's got to be at least $35 before tax and shipping. If you spend $50 before tax and shipping, I'll also send you a set of the, what are these? Iridescent Pastel Gems. I love these things. Look how gorgeous and sparkly they are. I've been using these on these projects all week, so I really love them. Okay. Let's see, let's get started. Okay, for this one, I'm using a card base and I'm doing the 4 1/4 by 11 and then fold it in half or at 5 1/2. So that's our base. Now I have, what I want to create is a mountain or a hillside or something. So I've got a piece of cardstock that's 4 1/4 by about 5 inches. I just came out of my scrap drawer. And what I want to do is just kind of cut a little mountaintop with it. So it's going to be jagged. I'm not worrying about small edges. I'm just kind of cutting maybe a little, I'm just cutting kind of a jagged edge right there. And that way I can put it on my card front. Now, what I need to do is to make this rock-like, I'm going to just scrunch it up. I know it's hard to do that, but I'm just scrunching it up on purpose. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be a little scrunched. So now we have some great lines in there and we can smooth it back out. Okay, now this is a smoky slate. So I'm taking the smoky slate ink and I have a little sponge dauber and I'm just gonna put this on. Get some smoky slate. I'm going to first just kind of sponge my edges a bit. Get those down first. And then I'm going to take it over very lightly and just kind of go over all the crinkly raised edges that I made. And even in some of the extra spots, just to add a fun little bit of color. Now, doesn't that look more like a mountain? Or a rock face now. Super easy to do. Okay, now we have to make a cave. So I'm gonna take a piece of black. Now, if you have it and if you want, you can take these layering diorama dies and you could cut a little cave out of one. You could take this and just run it through your die cutting machine. You know, have it flat at the bottom and then kind of a fun funky shape, but you don't have to. If you have it and you want to use it, go ahead. But if you don't, we could make our own cave. All right, so it doesn't have to be uniform. I'm just cutting kind of in, you know, just kind of more in straight lines than smooth. But now we have this cave that's coming out of our rock face. I'm gonna make it just a little bit smaller. I think I'm gonna do a little bit shorter. Let's try that. That's a little bit shorter. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna just smooth out that piece just a little bit. Okay, perfect. That's all we need is a black blob. Okay, whoops, knock my stamp over. All right, now I'm going to adhere this to my smoky slate cardstock. I don't want it too close to the edge, but I want it closer to the right. Okay, now this is going to go right here, but before we do that, we're going to put a label on here. So let me show you how we're going to do that. Okay, in the die set, right here, it comes with this little tag. So what I've done is I've die cut the tag right here, but I want a hole on both ends. So I really want my, this end on both sides. So what I'm going to do is flip it around, look on the back, and make sure, I'm going to make sure it's right in the middle, it's in there. And I'm going to die cut this end, but I'm just going to go a little bit. I'm not going to die cut the whole thing, but I'm going to die cut this part. So let me grab our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Oh. Let's pull this in so I can show you how we do this. I'm using a magnetic platform, but you don't need to. Okay. I don't want to cut off a lot. I just want to do the end a little bit. So I'm going to put it in here, and I'm just going to die cut enough to get that end. So you see how that looks? I only went a little bit. Now we can pull that out, and we have the hole on both sides of our tag. Okay, so that is how you do that. Not hard, nice and easy. Okay, and then I'll show you why we're gonna do that. All right, let's bring in some soft suede. We're gonna stamp just a little bit. I'm gonna stamp the welcome. I'm gonna practice once. And I need to come down just a little bit. Okay. All right, I only cut one of this to get it pretty close. All right, so while we're stamping this, I have a piece for the inside, and I'm gonna do this as a new home card. So I'm gonna do happier than happy for you. And then I can say congratulations on your new home. And then we're gonna use the bear. Now this bear, to me, this is the best thing in the whole suite, is this bear. He is just so fun. He's waving, he's cute, he stamps really well. So the stamp gives you this nice dark outline and then all the shading inside the bear. So it's super great for one stamp, and it just gives you such detail. All right, so we're going to die cut the bear, and this die just fits right on him perfectly. Run them through the embossing machine, a die cut and emboss machine. So I've already done one, so save a little bit of time. Okay, now I'm gonna take my welcome sign. I'm gonna grab some linen thread, and I'm gonna thread it in, oh, I've got ink on my hands. Not a surprise. So I'm going in the front, and then I'm gonna come back out of the front on the other side. Whoops. Hold on. Let's trim that off so we can thread it through. Oh my goodness. It's really not that hard to do. It just, my vision is not the best here. Okay, yep, it's time for a checkup. Okay. So I'm going to make sure I have enough string to go all the way around, and I want to tie a little bow. All right, so I think I'm going to need probably about this much string. All right. Now I want to pop this up, and I want to make sure my strings are about the right length to tie my bow. Right there. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Now we're going to grab a couple dimensionals, and we're going to pop up this little welcome sign over our cave. I'm using 2 big ones to kind of hold the ribbon in place too. We're just going to put that welcome right over the cave entrance. All right, then we can tie our bow. All right, close to the tag. Cute. Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to tape the ribbon on the back just in case it's a little loose. Because that paper, I crinkled it up so there's a little more give in it than normal. Okay, isn't that cute? All right, now I'm going to adhere this. Now, let's see. Whoops, hello. All right, let's get the bottom sides. I'm not going to do it right to the top because we're going to add some trees in there in just a second. I'll do one across the middle. All right. This is going to go right to the edges. Okay. And I'm leaving those strings just a little bit longer. I like them long on this one. Okay, let's grab our bear. He's going to be popped up. Dimensionals. I think 3 is plenty. He's just so cute. Look at him. He's saying, hello, welcome, come on in. All right, now I've die cut 2 trees. I've die cut the taller, skinnier tree out of Mossy Meadow. He's a little bit tall to fit down behind, so what I'm going to do is just trim off my lowest branch. We don't need that. And I trim off a little bit of this, the base. I just want him to fit in my card. Okay, let's grab a little liquid glue. Whoops, too much. Too much glue. Spread it around a little. All right. It's gonna go there. And then I've die cut the shorter, thicker tree out of Pear Pizzazz, and we're gonna just layer that right on top. All right, get some of that glue off. And let's add a couple gems because why not? And we've got blue, so let's grab a couple of our blue pastel gems. I'm just gonna do one here and one here, just like it's sparkly sky. And then we can adhere our Happier Than Happy for You right on the inside. And we are set. And then if you want to use one of the other little images, and you can put it inside, or you could stamp a tree or the little fox or the owl, whatever you want to do. Or you could stamp another bear. He's so cute. I'm doing another bear. Let's do one more, because why not? Then, you know, if you stamp a big image on the inside, you don't have to write much. You can just write, Dear Samantha and Jared, good luck on your new home. Love, Mom and Dad. That's all we have to do. I like not writing much. I don't mean that. If you get cards from me, ignore what I just said. If you don't get cards and you don't like to write much, stamp a big image right there, and then you don't have much room left for writing. So isn't that cute? I love this set. I can't guarantee it's going to be in the new catalog. We should have the list, the retiring list, out closer to the end of the month. I think the 29th it's coming out. So if you're not on my email list, make sure you're on my email list. I will post the link below as well, so you can join that, and then you don't miss out on that retiring list when it comes out. All right. Thanks everybody for joining in. Make sure to click subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. And I will see you back here Thursday. All right. Bye everyone.